Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Good morning all. Good morning students. Now in this video we are discussing chemiosmotic hypothesis, video number 2. Okay. So why? Because in previous video complete diagrammatical information we have seen. So based on the diagrammatical information, so which gives explanation on chemiosmotic hypothesis. So information, so suppose what is the information we have to understand. Now let us see. So there, first point, since splitting of water molecules takes place on the inner side of the membrane. So the point very exactly they are mentioning. So what it is, splitting of water molecules takes place on the inside of the membrane or inside of the thylakoid membrane. This is the perfect one. Okay. Now protons or hydrogen ions that are produced by the splitting of water accumulate within the lumen of the thylakoids. Point you understood or not? So thereby here what is the thing? On the thylakoid or within the thylakoid membrane, so water molecules are going to be splitted. When the water molecules are going to be splitted, what is happening? Resultants the accumulation of what? Once you see accumulation of protons or accumulation of hydrogen ions. So accumulation of hydrogen ions, so process takes place due to the splitting of water. Here splitting of water molecules point of view. So here mainly what is or what are the elements which plays an important role in a splitting of water means we know very well manganese and chlorine. Okay, manganese and chlorine, these two are two elements which are involved in the splitting of water. Okay, so here what is happening? Here if you go deeply, so in the presence of oxygen evolution complex. So in a neat information definitely I will give you. So in the presence of oxygen evolution complex, so here the water molecules are going to be splitted. So thereby resultant. So what is a resultant or what is a product we can see means 2 electrons plus 2 protons plus half O2. So already in previous classes we learned. So thereby here when the water molecules are going to be splitted continuously, what is happening? There will be a accumulation of hydrogen ions or protons. So hydrogen ions we can call, or idu koncham perusa protons also simply you can call. H plus ions we see no. So that is the thing. Now as electrons move through the photosystems, protons are transported across the membrane. Correct only, no? Means when the electrons are moving through the photosystems. So in a diagram, first of all electrons are moving to the photosystem 2 and finally electrons are moving to the photosystem 1 likewise, or the electrons are moving towards the photosystem 1 we see. So at the time what is happening? So this happens because the primary acceptor of electron which is located towards the outer side of the membrane. So thereby here, so when why sorry here the electrons are moving means here why? Because the primary electron acceptor which is located towards the outside of the membrane. So it is which is located outside of the membrane. So thereby when it is going to be located outside of the membrane, so which is going to be located outside of the membrane. So here few points to be discussed. The transfer of its elements not to an electron carrier but to an hydrogen carrier. Emma means here what is the point? So when the electrons are passing, when the electrons are moving from the one place to another place, so here one point we have to understand, that is the electrons which are transferring not to the electrons. So here the membrane, the transfers its electron not to an electron carrier, but it is passing to the hydrogen carrier. We seen electrons which are moving from the one photosystem to another photosystem. Sir, these electrons, where they are going, sir, means now the electrons are not moving towards the electron carrier, but it is moving towards the hydrogen carrier. So means I told you one point, no, மறந்து வேண்டாம். இப்போது one electron is going to be located from the one place to another place. Along with the one electron, 2 protons will be translocated. We see no, that's why only no PQ plus 2Q by receiving of 2 protons converted into PQH2. Point புரியுதா? இப்போது in chemiosmotic hypothesis, sincere request adenna. So before watching this video, one request adenna, chemiosmotic hypothesis diagrammatical information is 2-3 time practice panni apparanda idi information paathuko. Those who would like to learn the information, so what you have to do is, so first to practice the diagram, chemiosmotic hypothesis diagram, practice it. So when you will get the information on the, or when you will get the commanding to draw the diagram, so without seeing the diagram, or when you can draw the diagram without any problem, at the time you watch this information, you will understand very clearly. So thereby here the electrons which are passing, so one by one gradually. Sir, why sir means, hence this molecules removes the protons. So hence this molecules removes the proton from the stroma and while transporting an electron. Point you understood now. 2 electrons which are started from the PS2. So now the electrons are moving from the PS2 to PQ cycle, from the PQ cycle to cytochrome, from the cytochrome to PS1, final electron acceptor, like that it will go. When the electrons are moves from the proton, the stroma, from the stroma, while transferring an electron. So means here the definitely these protons which are coming from the stroma, the molecules removes a proton from the stroma while transferring an electron. When the electrons are moving, at the time what is happening from the stroma, protons are coming towards the electron. That's why we learned one electron, it is going to be moved from the one place to another place. It also carries the 2 protons we see. So likewise, while this molecule passes on to its electron to the electron carrier on the inner side of the membrane. So then what is happening, when this molecule passes on its electron, the electron carrier on the inner side of the membrane, so thereby definitely, so one electron is going to be taken place, along with that 2 protons also will be translocated, but here the 2 protons which are coming from the stroma. Now the protons are released inside the inner side or lumen of the thylakoid membrane. Inside of the thylakoid membrane. So thereby what are the 2 protons which are coming from the stroma? Because of the translocation or because of the electrons, now 2 protons are released into the lumen. Okay, so thereby here what are the points we can discuss? What are the points we discussed means, when water molecules are splitted inside the lumen, we have seen the formation of 2 protons. Likewise, when the electrons are translocating from the one place to another place, at the time again from the stroma to again protons are translocated towards the lumen. Lumen means empty space we see now, so that is the thing. So thereby here what are the points here we can understand here is, within the lumen or inside of the lumen, so there will be an accumulation of protons more and more. Within the lumen we will notice, or within the lumen we will recognize the accumulation of more number of protons. Okay, now the NADP reductase enzyme, The NADP reductase enzyme is located on the stroma side. Amma, idi I told you, idi nalla important neat bit I told you no, idu marandu venda. Ipo one time two or three times by heart paniko, aprom again you no need to turn back to study this bit. Okay, so now ipo pathakam adenana NADP reductase enzyme is located on the stroma side. Located on the stroma side of the membranes. One and only the statement. So suppose in statements if they ask us to identify, so which one is correct one and which one is wrong one. Suppose likewise 4 statements kodte ange correct one wrong one, suppose if they would like to ask means ange suppose if they give this particular statement kandipa we have to give correct answer. Pathip NADP reductase enzyme which is located on the stroma side of the membrane. That's why I told you know once chemiosmotic hypothesis diagram pakkadalli potte idu paathukonga appo mattum idu nalla puriyum. Okay, next one, along with the electrons that come from the acceptor of the electrons of the PS1 and the protons are necessary for the reduction of NADP plus to NADPH plus H plus. Okay, so along with the electrons as we have seen before, so electrons that come from the acceptor of the electrons of PS1, okay, means here what it is, from the PS1 electrons are moving towards the later electron acceptor, and finally the electrons are definitely needed or definitely necessary for the reduction of NADP plus. Reduction means one H add avladana. Reduction means addition of a hydrogen only, no. So add so thereby NADP plus converted into NADPH plus H plus. Avlada. Next one, these protons are also removed from the stroma. Now one more time, these protons are also removed from the stroma. Okay, so next one, hence within the chloroplast protons in the stroma decrease in number. So thereby here, so hence within the chloroplast protons in the stroma decreased in the number. Ipo all the time the protons are coming towards the inside avadana lumen. So the thylakoid lumen is there now within the thylakoid lumen. Okay, so thereby here what is happening? So when the lumen is going to be filled, means within the lumen protons number is more, and outside of the lumen means towards the stroma protons number is less. So that is the thing we are discussing. While in the lumen, so there is accumulation of protons. So there is accumulation of protons. So this creates a proton gradient across the thylakoid membrane. So here we will notice the presence of accumulation of more number of protons inside the lumen. So thereby here this creates a proton gradient across the thylakoid membrane. So means proton gradient is nothing but which one? When from the stroma protons are coming towards the lumen. And moreover one more, when the water molecules are splitting, that time also protons are coming, no. Protons are released. So thereby means for accumulation of protons inside the lumen, two sources are there, isn't it? So likewise definitely within the lumen proton gradient is increased as well as the measurable decrease in a pH in the lumen. So when the proton gradient is going to be increased, so thereby the pH in the lumen is decreased. This like in mathematics we will call no reversible or somewhat we will call no. So one increase another one decrease. Means here the proton gradient is going to be increased. So because of that, so when the proton number or the gradient is increased, no, in the lumen the pH is reduced. Now this gradient is important. So this gradient is important because it is a breakdown of the gradient that leads to the synthesis of ATP. So thereby this gradient important. Sir, why sir? Here more number of protons. Sir, what is the use means? So this breakdown of the gradient that leads to the synthesis of ATP. So means here the ATP means here when the protons are accumulated inside the lumen, so definitely these protons helps to form the or helps in the synthesis of ATP. ATP is nothing but energy form, no? ATP is nothing but adenosine triphosphate. Tri anna moonama, triphosphate, three phosphates, one adenosine rendume combined ayi ATP form avum. In where no in a respiration topic so very detailed information I will give you what is the ATP or how it will be formed, so definitely I will give you. Now the gradient is broken down due to the movement of protons across the membrane. So the gradient is a breakdown or broken down due to the movement of protons across the membrane to the stroma through the transmembrane channel of the CF0 of the ATP synthase. So means here the when the you put down and chemiosmotic hypothesis diagram is there, no? Ange down paathuko ipo ange CF0 and CF1 channels we have seen, no? Ange the protons which are going through them in a CF0 also, in a CF1 we see in the presence of ATP synthase enzyme. So because of the presence of ATP synthase enzyme, what is happening? So definitely, so in the presence of proton channels, ATP process or ATP synthesis process occurs. So that particular point also remember pannikonga. Apro ATP synthase enzyme consists of two parts. ATP synthase enzyme consists of two parts. One is called CF0 and that particular CF0 embedded or CF0 also we can take, but 0 only we will be taking as not, no. So CF0 is embedded in the thylakoid membrane and forms the transmembrane channel that carries out facilitated diffusion of protons across the membrane. So definitely the protons which are coming from the lumen and which are crossing through the CF0 and F1 complex. So when the protons are moving through that, no, so in the presence of ATP synthase enzyme, ATP molecules are produced. So thereby here the protons through the transmembrane channel, protons are translocating. So here what is the process? Facilitated diffusion process. Facilitated diffusion process, why we have written? So there inside the lumen we are noticing the more number of protons, and outside of the towards the stroma we have observed the lower concentration of protons. Within the lumen we are noticing the more number of protons. So thereby here the facilitated diffusion also going on, ions which will be translocated from the concentration to lower concentration. That is only, no, but facilitated diffusion means here it is going through the membrane or through the semi-permeable membrane. So thereby when the ions or which are transferring from the one place to another place, so through the semi-permeable membrane without consumption of energy in the form of ATP, so that particular process only we are taking as facilitated diffusion. Already we have seen in a transport in plants, no? So adi remember pannikonga over time. Later the outer portion is called as a CF1 and the protruded protrudes on the outer side of the thylakoid membrane of these on the side that faces the stroma. So means here what is information? So CF1 which is present, CF1 location is, or the location that just it is attached to the thylakoid membrane. It is just located towards the stroma but attached to the thylakoid membrane only. Point purida ipo CF1 is CF1 attached to the thylakoid membrane only, but body LMA it is situated towards the stroma. This marandavenda. Okay, next one the breakdown of the gradient provides enough energy to cause conformational changes in the CF1 particle of the ATP synthase, so which makes the enzyme synthesize several molecules of energy packed in the form of ATP. So thereby, so what is happening when the protons which are coming from the CF0 and CF1, so thereby definitely which will be transferred through the particular complex channels, so thereby in the presence of ATP synthase enzyme, in the presence of ATP synthase enzyme, ATP molecules are generated. So that is the point here we can understand clearly. Later, chemiosmosis requires a membrane. Now here if you see there now in chemiosmotic hypothesis, so what are the channels or what are the requirements we have seen means chemiosmotic hypothesis requires a membrane or a proton pump and a proton gradient and ATP synthase. So there, so here one membrane is required and one proton pump is required and one proton gradient is required and ATP synthase enzyme also required. Likewise, there are different types of requirements we are noticing in the process of chemiosmotic hypothesis. Finally, what we have learned here means, totally we have seen the formation of ATP as well as NADPH. So means here along with the NADPH, ATP also is synthesized and ATP and NADPH which are utilized immediately or which are used immediately in the biosynthetic reactions takes place in the stroma. So thereby here biosynthetic reactions are nothing but carbon fixation or carbon assimilation or dark reaction, all those reactions we have seen now. So in stroma, ಹಂಗೆ ಇದು ಸ್ಟ್ರೋಮನಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲமே ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಪನ್ನಕ್ಕೆ ATP as well as NADPH ಯೂಸ್ ಆವು. So means here this particular entire information now here which gives perfect information about the chemiosmotic hypothesis what we have learned based on the non-cyclic electron transport chain. So thereby finally two types of assimilatory powers are produced, one is ATP and one more is NADPH. Once the ATP as well as NADPHs are produced, so definitely these two are utilized in a biosynthetic reactions which occurs in the stroma. So now in the next video, so again continuation information, so where the ATP as well as NADPHs are synthesized. Now let us see after completion of that video one by one, let us move forward to discuss or move forward to learn. Thank you and be safe at home.